The latest on passengers from a Carnival cruise ship who are in quarantine in Seattle after a COVID outbreak. Carnival won't say how many travelers aboard the Spirit were infected. They were moved into isolation in local hotels after the ship docked in Seattle on Tuesday. This happened just days after Carnival reactivated its entire fleet, which had shut down when the pandemic began. Nikki Battiste has one of the passengers' reaction.
Overwhelmed at sea, that's how some passengers aboard Carnival's Spirit cruise ship describe staff upon learning of a COVID outbreak.
I've been on 7 cruises since August. And of course, COVID is always a concern.
Darren Seifertson was among those who tested positive.
I literally stayed in this room for 6 days with no telephone service. They wouldn't answer the phone.
Seifertson says his travel companion and roommate stayed with him in the room despite testing negative, and that a list of passengers' names and cabin numbers of those who had contracted the virus was posted near elevators. The outbreak occurred during the ship's voyage between Miami, where it departed last month, and Seattle, where it arrived on Tuesday. Upon docking, all infected passengers were moved to local hotels for isolation. Carnival refused to say how many of its approximately 2,100 passengers tested positive, but insists travelers were vaccinated and tested before boarding. And in a statement to CBS News said in part, "Our health and safety protocols exceed CDC guidelines, and additional measures were implemented during the voyage." But that brings little comfort to passengers like Seifertson.
Unfortunately, this ship was so unprepared and so mismanaged that many of us suffered greatly.
For CBS Mornings, I'm Nikki Battiste.
7 cruises since August. That's a lot of cruising.